Okay, welcome everyone. And just want to welcome you to our live demonstration. We're praying for Ms. ZA. This is our third session. The second one had a lot of Wi-Fi issues, so we weren't able to make too much progress. So we switched the time to nighttime in Houston, daytime where she's at, and Lord willing, in Jesus' name, she'll have better connection. And regardless, I think this may be the last live demo, but we'll see. I'm hoping that we can get through everything tonight. We've already processed a lot of negative emotions, and keep this in mind, she might not have gotten rid of everything, and it was kind of hard to hear, because she kept, the Wi-Fi kept going down. But the last thing that we were praying for had to do with the government, and she had a lot of, I apologize for the handwriting. I'm trying to do my best, with the freehand tool here. That it's here, so this is the best that I can do with freehand. But the last that we dealt with was the government, and she had some anger and some fear and some hate and disappointment. Ms. ZA, were you able to let go of that?
Yes.
Good. All righty. So now we're going to move on, and there could be more people that she has negative emotions towards, and if they come up, we'll probably deal with it as well. But we're moving on to fear. And I think we tried to start it with some fear, the animal and the spiders, but we kept, again, had the connection issue. For those of you who are new to this, I don't think there's anybody who's first time joining us. And if this is your first time, then I recommend going to listen to the teaching at rakministry.com, the online training on removing the stones, and looking at the first two demonstrations. Okay, we're getting rid of some serious things. And I tell people it's really not that hard. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, but it's really not that hard. Okay, so Ms. Zia, are you ready to move forward? You want more freedom tonight?
Yes.
Okay, so we're now moving on to the fear. I try to group this by different categories, 1, 2, group these two together. Try to group those things that are similar. Sometimes I'll group up to about maybe 4 fears. But in this case, I haven't grouped that many, like failure and how people see me. I only grouped 2 items. The reason I haven't grouped that many items is because Ms. Zia had been struggling with letting things go. It took her a little while. And if you group more, the stones become heavier. So if you group less, it's a little bit lighter. Okay, Ms. Zia, let's go ahead and let's process the fear of the animals, okay? Because I don't think we did that we weren't able to finish it last time.
Yes, but I want to add something I feel. Can I?
Sure, go ahead. What's that?
Yeah, Anna，我需要你帮助啊。
好，没问题。
我还害怕尸体。
Oh, she is afraid of corpse.
Okay.
我还是害怕一切都晚了，来不及了。
She's also fear of everything's gonna be the end. There's no more time for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's fear of corpse. Oh, this is interesting to write. And she also feared that her time is coming to an end. Is that
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Everything is late.
Okay. I wish I could just type it.
I thought you were doing on your iPad. iPad's easier.
This is just on the computer.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Okay. Well, we deal with that as well. Okay. All right, but let's go and deal with those animals first, okay?
OK，
All right. Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
my fear of animals,
my fear of animals,
my fear of spiders,
my fear of spiders,
and other living beings with many legs.
and other beings with many legs.
Lord, forgive me for holding on to those fears.
Lord, forgive me for holding on those fears.
And I give these fears to you.
I give these fears to you.
All right, close your eyes, gather all that up, and give it all to Jesus.
Uh,
And report back what you see, sense, hear, or feel. How do you feel?
I can see a very big spider in front of me. I don't know how to gather it to the Lord.
Okay. Lord, I want to be free.
Lord, I want to be free.
Lord, help me.
Help me
And with your help and with your power,
with your help and with your power.
I give these fears, especially the fear of spiders, to you.
I give these fears, especially the fears of spider, to you.
Okay. Now, with the Lord's help, gather it up and give it to him.
Okay.
How do you feel? What happened?
The spider is still there.
Okay. A note to the audience, if the fear can only come in one of three ways. Either we've seen it, we heard about it, or we experienced it. And if a person can't let go of it, usually it means that there was at least one incident in the past where the fear came in. So you not only need to renounce the fear, but you also would need to renounce the incident as well. So let's ask her, Ms. ZA, do you remember a time, or especially, do you remember the first time when you became afraid of spiders?
安娜，我需要你帮忙啊！
好，你说。
我记不清，我记得是好像我在穿一件5、6岁的时候，我在穿一件衣服，是一件裙子。
Seems like I see myself at my childhood around 6 years old. I was trying a nice dress.
对，然后我把裙子穿上的时候，低头一看，我肩膀上有一只蜘蛛。
So when I was looking down on my skirt, all of a sudden I find there's a spider on my shoulder.
后面就是我妈妈很害怕蜘蛛，然后她每次看到蜘蛛了，她害怕，她总是让一个孩子的我去面对这个蜘蛛。
So actually my mom's the one who's afraid of the spider also. So whenever she is afraid, she doesn't want to face it. She always order me or a child or someone else to go to confronting the spider.
Okay. So Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
the incident when I was a little girl,
the incident when I was a little girl.
and I put on my dress, and when I saw that spider,
I put on my dress and saw a spider.
Lord, I renounce that fear,
Lord, I renounce that fear
and I renounce that incident,
and I renounce that incident
and I also forgive my mom
and I also forgive my mom
for pushing us to face the spiders.
for pushing us to face the spider.
Lord, I want to be free.
Lord, I want to be free.
I don't want that fear, those fears anymore.
I don't want those fears anymore.
So I give it all to you, including the incident when it happened.
I give this all to you, including the incident.
Okay, give all that to the Lord, even with your mom, all of it to Jesus, with his help.
Okay.
Okay, how do you feel?
Okay. I still have not given the fear,
Okay,
but I'm trying my best to do that.
okay, go ahead, just try.
Okay.
Just rely on the Lord's help. You know how to do it. You've done it the last 2 sessions,
Okay.
and you've asked the Lord, so just let him help you get rid of it. You know how.
Okay.
Ms. ZA, how are you doing?
I'm sorry. I still cannot give the fear of spiders to the Lord. I don't know why.
Um, how do you feel about your mom for pushing you to face the spiders? Are you still angry with her? How do you feel about your mom for that?
Actually, I I'm a little bit angry with my mom, but not for these things. And I remember maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I was very scared by a spider, and my mom beat that spider and then seems like it protect me. I remember that,
Mm.
but I don't know why I cannot still give the fear of spiders to the Lord, and a spider is still in front of me in my vision.
Mm. Do you have another time when you remember being fearful of the spider?
Yeah, and I need your help.
Okay.
我6、7岁的时候，我妈妈生病，我爸爸带她去医院看病了，家里只有我和2个妹妹。
When I was 6 years old, my mom went to the hospital, and my father took her. It's only me and my 2 sisters left at home.
我记得那个时候，我们家那个窗户上面出了那个有一只spider，然后还有几只蜈蚣。哎呀，我那个晚上，因为我是家里最大的，遇到这个事情我要处理，但是我特别害怕。
Okay, 蜈蚣我不知道怎么英文怎么说。
Some sort of another insect?
Yeah, so she saw spider and another one that on the window.
And another insect, some sort of
Yeah.
insect called
蜈
wukong.
蚣
Yeah.
蜈蚣 yeah 蜈蚣
蜈蚣也是有很多腿。
scorpion 不是 no it's not scorpion, it's something similar to centipede, but it's not. It's something similar, like 有几只腿。
好多腿。
millipede. Somebody says a millipede. Yeah, many legs.
Yeah.
对，那个时候我就觉得特别害怕，也特别无助。
So she just said, I feel very frightened and I was so helpless.
Okay, so Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
the fear of this millipede and that incident as well.
the
蜈
fear
蚣
of
yeah 蜈蚣是 millipede
millipede
spider.
and spider.
And also the incident when
And-
I was left at home and I saw the wukong.
Also, the incident when I was left home, I saw the 蜈蚣.
Okay. Lord, forgive me for holding on to these fears.
Lord, forgive me for holding on these fears.
I give all these fears to you.
I give all these fears to you.
And the 2 incidents.
Including the incident.
Yep. All righty. With the Lord's help, gather it all up, give it to Jesus.
Okay. I don't know why I am so sad. I want to cry.
No, it's okay. What are you sad about?
I'm not sure. Maybe I'm reminded of the helplessness when I was 6 or 7 years old to face a spider and 蜈蚣.
And at that time, you had the fear, but were you sad at that time too, or you just sad now?
Maybe
Do you
I'm sad
feel,
both.
do you feel like your parents left you there or abandoned you or something for you to take care of all those things by yourself?
Yeah, I need to take out all the things by myself.
You feel abandoned?
你是不是觉得非常被遗弃？就是好像让你来负责任，没有人管你了。
Yeah，我能感觉到没有人管我，但是被遗弃的话，好像
还没有
那么明显。还有一种可能是说，我一直处于一种被遗弃的状态，我自己也可能习惯了。
哦，就是just feel I was left alone. If you're talking about abandonment, I'm not sure. It could be I was always being abandoned. I kind of getting used to, so
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. Yeah.
So Lord, I renounce the sadness as well.
Lord, I renounce this sadness as well, and
The sadness of being left alone.
the sadness of being left alone.
I forgive my parents and bless them.
I forgive my parents and bless them,
And I give to you
and I give to you
the sadness
the sadness
and all these fears of spiders and wugong and millipedes.
and all these fears of spider and millipede.
All righty. And animals. Gather it all up, give them all to Jesus, including the sadness.
Okay.
How do you feel?
The I'm so sorry. The spider is still in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm not fear as much as before. Maybe just a little bit.
Okay, that's good. So some of the fear's gone. Do you have another incident with spider that you can remember?
Spider. 小时候来了一只 spider，或者是蜈蚣打死它的时候，别人总会说，然后他会来好多来报复你。
你是说你打他们，还是别人打？
就是我打他们，我打死一只的话，然后会来好多只报复我。
哦，有人跟你这么说吗？
对，我妈妈好像也跟我这么讲过，然后别人也跟我这么讲过。
She said when she beat one of the spider and she heard a negative word either from her mom or somebody else says if you kill one, many of them will come to haunt you later.
Why, Lord, I renounce those negative words
Lord, I renounce those negative words
about spiders.
of spiders.
If you kill one, many more will come back to haunt me.
If kill one, many will come.
Lord, I don't want those words to be a part of my life anymore.
Lord, I don't want these words a part of my life anymore.
I give those words to you.
I give those words to you.
And the remaining fears of spider.
And many fears of spider.
Okay. All right. Give those words and the fears, all of it to Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, what happened?
I'm so sorry. The spider is still in front of me.
How do you feel,
Uh,
the spider in front of you?
mm, not feel as much as before.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like the pet of spider is is like pet of bees.
I'm sorry, I don't
你
understand.
说我也不懂，你说什么？
我说，那个大蜘蛛还在我面前，但有的时候看上去那个蜘蛛的腿好像是蜜蜂的腿。
变成蜜蜂的腿，
对，
所以是什么意思呢？
我不知道是什么意思。
哦
你先翻
，OK。
这句，我再给你讲。我
She
再讲。
said she saw the big spider right in front of her. All of a sudden, she sees the legs of the spider change into the legs of the bee.
我是怕蜜蜂蛰我，但是我不害怕蜜蜂。
Okay, so I'm afraid of the sting. The bee's gonna come at me, but I'm not afraid of bees.
Okay. So I renounce.
Lord, I renounce
The fear of being stung by bees.
the fear of sting by bees.
Lord, forgive me
Lord, forgive me
for holding on to the fear.
for holding on to the fears,
And I give all these fears to you.
and I give all these fears to you.
All right, let's give it all to the Lord.
Okay.
You're doing great. It's almost gone.
我感觉在我的脑子里面，就是远的那个 spider 被包起来了，然后近的呢，好像还有一只特别大。
So in my mind, it seems like I've seen the one far away. The spider is being wrapped, and then the one that's closer to me is much bigger, still in front of me.
Okay. All right. Well, one gone. That's good. Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
the ties, the soul ties that I had with my mother
the soul ties I have with my mother
that came through the fear of spiders.
that came through the fear of spiders.
I break that tie.
I break that tie.
I don't want her fear to be a part of my life anymore.
I don't allow her to. Can you speak again, Pastor?
I don't want my mom's fear of,
I don't want. I don't want my mom's fear
of spider
of spider
to be a part of my life anymore.
to be upon my life anymore.
Okay, I give all these fears to you.
嗯
Okay.
OK，我现在感觉那个 spider 的那个腿是那个末端，然后是接触到我的头了。
Okay, I feel the leg of the spider, the end of the leg touches my head right now.
To the audience, usually it's not very difficult to get rid of fear. For some reason, for Miss ZA, this spider has many incidents. There's something else. So usually if they have any incident, it's usually one incident, sometimes two. I had worked with a lady that had 4 incidents that we had to renounce. But this particular spider incident with Miss Zia, it's very unique. I've never experienced something like that before. It's more than just incident. It also had the memories of the sadness, uh, connection with the bee, um, also had to do with her mom. So there's something else in here. And usually it should not be so difficult to let go. It should be very easy. If it's not easy, that means there's some sort of connecting stone, something to do with past incident. So if she see this big spider, let's see.
你需要翻译吗？ZA，
Oh, I hope we didn't lose her.
ZA， 你需要我翻译吗？
诶，安
你
娜，我听不
需要我翻译
到你们讲话了。
？She cannot hear us.
哦
Hello?
No.
Hello? Hello?
Okay, hope we're not having internet issues again.
安娜，能听到我讲话吗？
可以了，可以。你要不要我翻译刚刚他讲的？Hello?
ZA, can you hear us? I think she had trouble hearing us.
Yes.
So
She has her speakers closed.
now her speaker is closed. But sometimes when she has internet issues, these things happen. It's a very unique case, folks.
We learn a lot.
Oh my goodness, I have never prayed for somebody like this, Miss ZA. It's a good case. It's a good situation for us to deal with. If you notice, I want to just give her a few minutes to try to see if she can get, oh, maybe she is trying to unmute herself. Let me see. And I didn't allow her to do that because, there we go. Oh, sorry, I accidentally muted you. There we go. Ms. ZA, can you hear Miss?
Hello?
Okay, she cannot hear us.
So Pastor Simeon, is it possible I call her the phone because the phone doesn't need a Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
So I'll call her.
Good idea. Good idea. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll try that.
She cannot hear us.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll try to use the phone. Centipede. Let's see. So we'll try the phone. Rachel will call you. Okay. Now,
So Pastor, in this case,
I think she already logged out and she's going to try to log back on. Okay, she's getting connected again. In this case, what happened?
in this case, you said she has other issues, of course. So you're gonna ask her again, like any other things that happened to the spider? She said that the leg is touching her head.
Yeah, I can hear now.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the last thing that you said was that the spider's legs were touching your head, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
我有点紧张，就
Oh,
是
she
有点
said
害怕。
she's a little stressed kind of has anxiety, a little afraid.
Okay. Can she remember another time when she was afraid of spiders?
Can she remember what?
Another time when she was afraid
哦，
of spiders?
你有另外一件事情让你想起这个蜘蛛的害怕吗？
By the way, to the audience, this demonstration is not in the 60%. The 60% of people we prayed for are pretty easy. She's not only in the 30%, the 30% are a little bit harder, and 10%, less than 10% of the people, it's very hard. They don't get any healing at all. This is her third session, but because we have Wi-Fi issue, but the first two sessions, she's been getting a lot of good healing. Okay. So this one, she's a little bit been able to let go of some fear. So this is the first time we're dealing with fear. But most people that we work with, it's not this hard. This is extremely unusual. Okay, so if you're new to this and you haven't seen too many demonstrations, don't think this is how most of them are. Actually, extremely few. It's this hard, very few. So closer to the 1% range. So it's very hard for her to let go of this one. It's very unusual. That's all I'm saying.
想起来了吗？
其他的就是有的时候会，小的时候跟我外婆一起，然后下雨，可能去那个山洞里面避雨，然后要出来的时候，发现那个山洞门口有一个特大的蜘蛛网，上面有一个很大的蜘蛛。
你跟你的 grandma 出去
Yeah,
去
grandma,
什
yeah.
去什么地方？去什么地方？
就是在老家是农村，到地里面去土地去干农活，
哦，去
我
做工。
跟着他玩。
做工的时候看到有一个蜘蛛，
对，然后很大，
在你身上还是在你前面还是？
没有没有，不在我身上，在我们避雨的那个地方的上面，离得比较近。
哦，so she said one time she went with her grandmother. Her grandmother went to work, and then she went along with her, and she saw a huge spider in there.
Okay.
对。
So
然后我外婆跟我讲说，这种大的蜘蛛，然后如果再长大一点的话，它可能会就好像我们那边说会成精，然后会伤人，会伤动物。
为什么？
就是像那个，它会变成妖精，然后会来伤人。
Oh, just some tall tales. Her grandma said that those kind of spiders are so huge. When they become bigger, they will have a magic power. They will kill people.
Yeah.
Okay. Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
those words that my grandmother said.
those words my grandmother said.
I kept in my heart.
I kept it in my heart.
So I renounce that incident of seeing the big
Lord,
spider.
I renounce the incident and the big spider.
And I give all these things and the fears to you.
I give all the things and the fears to you.
Okay, give it all to the Lord.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I don't know why. I feel spider is more close to me.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Can you repeat?
Yeah，我感觉那个蜘蛛好像离我更近了。
Oh, the spider moved closer to her.
Okay, how does that make her feel?
感觉如何？
我
Did she have,
很紧张，也很害怕。
did she have
Very
any vows or any thoughts that come to her mind about spiders? That something that I'd never do with spiders, or spiders gonna kill me, or has she ever made any of those thoughts regarding spiders?
你心里有没有在那个内在誓言说哦，对这些蜘蛛的内在誓言有没有？
内在誓言没有，就是觉得这些东西特别可怕。
Yeah, she just very afraid. She says, I have anxiety and I'm afraid of those.
Go back to the incident with your grandmother.
Okay.
Go back to that
他说那
with your grandmother. Do you still
Yeah.
feel-
OK，他说跟我没听清那个是什么意思。
他的意思就是说，再回到你跟你的祖母一起出去的时候那个场景，
嗯，
再看一看是什么，想一想。
其实我现在看那个洞口那个网上那个蜘蛛没那么大了。
Now I see the spider is not as big as the first time I saw it. Now it's a little
但是
smaller.
但是在我的那个，在我的意念里面或者意识里面是有一只很大的，
But in my mind, it is huge. When I see it, it's not as big.
并且是黑色的。
And it's a dark black color.
Okay. And what were you thinking?
那你在想什么？
说我在想什么？
Yeah, 你想的是怎么样？你的脑子里想的是什么？
Do you have a fear that the spider is going to kill you, or the spider is going to hurt you, or what?
我没有感觉，我现在不觉得它会杀害我或者是伤害到我，我就是很害怕，
Why? What are you afraid would happen?
就觉得这个东西长得很恐怖。
It looks so ugly and it's such a disgusting, horrible looking.
Okay, so you're only fearful of the look?
他是说我害怕它的长相是吧？
对对。
也可能是这样，我也不太清楚。
Not quite sure, maybe.
Okay. All right, Ms. Zie, do you want to
Okay.
be free from that?
Yes, I want to be free. Yeah.
Okay. So, Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
the fear of spiders
the fear of spiders
and the fear of how they look.
and the fear of how they look.
Yes. I don't want those fears in my life anymore.
Yeah, I don't want these fears in my life anymore.
I give them all these fears to you. Help me, Lord.
I give all these fears to you. Help me, Lord.
Even the fear of how they look.
Even the fear of how they look.
Black ones, the big ones, all of these things, I give it to you.
The blank ones and the big ones, all these things to you.
How do you feel? What's going on?
The spider is still there, and I feel so sorry, Pastor.
No,
Still there.
it is a very, to the audience, usually it takes less than 30 seconds to get rid of a fear, any fear. This is the first time that it has taken over almost 45 minutes to get rid of one fear. That has never happened ever before. She has made progress, and one spider got wrapped up. The one spider got smaller. Keep this in mind, if a person can't get rid of a fear, there's always a reason. Usually it's because of another incident, okay? But there's something else. Rachel had asked, have you ever watched any movies with spiders?
看过什么恐怖电影？有用那个蜘蛛的恐怖电影吗？
可能看过，但是我记不起来了。
Okay. She doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Any other things about spider, either some thoughts or something somebody said, or any other incident? Because you didn't remember the incident about the big spider with your grandmother until a little bit later. Are there any other incidents?
就是我老家，他们从小就听着他们说，那个蜘蛛啊、蜈蚣啊，长得很大以后，然后会有法力，然后就变得很厉害，可以伤害人、伤害动物。
So from very young age, she have heard all these tall tales. People always talking about the spiders, the millipede. When they grew stronger, they will have magic power. They will harm people. They will kill people. That kind of fairy tales.
Okay. Well,
并且我一直认为这个是真的，真的会这样。
I always thought it was the truth.
Miss ZA, are you ready to be free today?
Yes.
So, Lord, I renounce those words
Lord, I renounce those words
that people said about spiders and the millipedes.
that people said about spiders and millipedes.
Okay, those words that include.
Those words that include.
Okay, say those words again.
就把你刚刚讲的那些负面的话讲出来，就说他们长大了会变得很有力气，会杀人，会害人。
好，就是蜘蛛和蜈蚣长得很大以后，他们就会变得特别有能力，就用方言说是成精了，然后就会伤人，然后会伤害动物，然后人没有办法来对付它，因为它非常有能力。
好，你把这些通通讲出来，你要把它气绝掉。
Okay, well, Lord, I renounce all those words that people said.
Lord, I renounce all those words that people said.
I remove them from my heart. I don't want them to be a part of my life anymore.
I remove them from my heart, and I don't want them to be part of my life anymore.
I want to be free.
I want to be free.
Help me, Lord.
Help me, Lord.
All right, Ms. EA, you've kept those words for a long time. With the Lord's help and with his power, let's surrender all those words that people said. Just give them all to Jesus once and for all.
Okay. I feel, 我感觉有一些东西从我头上出去了。
Yeah, he feels something went out of her head.
How do you feel?
现在呢？
现在，我还是有一点点害怕，但是我觉得可能他们也只是两种小的昆虫。
It's only a very little left. It's not as big, as huge, as terrible as before.
Okay, good, because she felt something got pulled out.
Yes.
Yeah. 我是
你现在
Yeah,
Lord,
Lord,
I want to be completely free.
I want to be completely free.
I give you the remaining fear, the little fear of spiders, the little.
I gave you the remaining fear and the little fear of spiders.
Okay, all right, the rest of it, give it all to Jesus.
嗯 我突然之间明白了，我为什么会这么害怕蜘蛛。
all of a sudden now I remember why I'm so afraid of the spider.
就是其实这个蜘蛛可能是我心里以前接触到的那个所有黑暗的一种具体化吧。
So it seems like every dark thoughts I have, it become like a spider. It become a spider in my mind.
嗯
Okay, I renounce all of those fears and all those times when I let these negative thoughts become like spiders.
Can you speak less? I cannot follow.
I renounce
Lord, I renounce
all those fears
all those fears
and allowing those negative thoughts to become like spiders in my mind.
and allowing spiders,
The negative thoughts
the negative thoughts
become like spiders
becomes like spiders
in my mind.
in my mind.
I give all that to you, all of the fears.
I give all that to you, all the fears.
How do you feel, Ms. EA?
啊，哎，我说不出来，我现在是什么感受？
都走了吗？
嗯，蜘蛛还能看到，
还有吗？
还有，然后我感觉到的就是说，
听不到声音了。
对，我现在感觉到的就是说，这个蜘蛛还有我以前遇到的那些，嗯，黑暗的事情，或者是经历的那些
听不到，
在一起的事，能听到吗？
听不到。
Ms.
现
Z,
在呢？
好，
yes,
可以了。
对，我突然感觉到，就是说那个蜘蛛跟我以前经历的那些黑暗和不公的事情是在一起的，就是这些事情发生的时候，就是任由这些事情发生，然后没有人会来帮我，他们可以随意的来对待我，
那跟蜘蛛有什么关系呢？连在一起了。
因为蜘蛛也是黑的，
Oh, so she
就
just
是恐怖的蜘蛛。
everything's horrible, everything's dark. She related to the spider. So this is connecting to all the other injustice things happen to her. No one cares. No one can come to help her. That's including the things she, the government or the other people's treatment to her.
Yes,
that's why it's so big. Lord, I break this ties that I have with spiders.
Lord, I break ties I have with spiders.
I don't want that to be a part of my life anymore.
I don't want that to be part of my life anymore.
And I break the authority that I've given it.
And I break the authority
That I've given it
I give it
to control my life.
to control my life.
I want freedom today.
I want freedom today.
All righty. Go ahead and give all that to the Lord.
Okay.
The spider is not a part of that anymore. So as Ms. ZA is processing it to the audience, I don't usually move on to another item until I help them break through, unless it's connected to something else. And, and unless they can't figure out, but she's been able to figure things out. I want you to know, she knows everything where these things are coming from. So as long as she can tell me where these things are coming from, we're going to keep processing it, because it actually turned out to be a very huge one. I didn't think it was a huge one at all, a huge fear, but it turned out to be a very huge fear because it's connected to so many other things. And I mean, you could not have imagined that the fear of spiders can be connected to so many things that she's talking about. But it did, and she's been making progress. So that's why I'm not moving to something else, because it's a very huge stone for her. That's why. How do you feel, Ms. ZA?
现在觉得怎么样？
我现在觉得我的头有一点重， 可能是就是想起我曾经面对那些强大的黑暗，那是那些人或者那些事的时候那种无助吧。
无助。Yeah, that her head is heavy again because when she think about when she was so helpless to go against all these strong power that against her, now her head is heavy.
And what are the strong power?
From the government, everyone else seems to be so strong she cannot help to go against that, or she was forced to do things she didn't like to do, unjust things that happened to her.
Okay, but we got rid of most of it, but which one is she talking about?
那现在你再问你是哪一样特别哪一样事情，不是已经都丢完了吗？
What strong power is she talking about?
Which one？ 现在是什么样的能力，什么样的力量，使得你觉得不能去，没有办法去阻挡？
虽然我对政府那个一些负面的情绪给了，但是
听不清楚，政府的什么？
我说虽然我对政府的那些负面的情绪我都给出去了，但是我现在到这里我还是能想起来，就是我成长的那个地方的政府可以做任意的事情。
你不是丢了吗？那个前一次不是丢，还没丢完呢。
我丢了，但是我还能想起来他做那些事情的时候，就是那种无法无天。
So she said even she let go, renounced those feelings towards to the government, the local government. They abused their power to do whatever they want to do. When she grew up, she threw away those, but whenever she can still think about that situation there.
I'm sorry, when she still think about
the government abused their power.
Yes.
Whatever they want to do, no one can stop them.
Yes. So she's already let go of what happened in the past, but she's thinking in the current that when she think about the government, they can still abuse their power, right?
然后还有
Is that what she's saying?
So what are you asking that is she currently think the same way?
I am asking, is she still feeling any anger or fear or hate towards the government?
Yeah, are you still? 你是还是对他们还是有点生气，还是有点觉得很不公平吗？
这些都没有特别明显的感觉了，只是觉得他们依然是很强大。对，无助，我还是面对他们，我还是感觉到很无助。
She said the hate and anger is out, but she still feels she's helpless. If she faces this government, she's helpless.
Okay, but we're going to deal with that a little bit later.
Okay.
Okay. Right, but regarding to the spider, how do you feel?
我现在觉得我不害怕那个蜘蛛了。
Okay, she's not afraid of the spider now.
Okay.
Yeah, 因为我知道我害怕的不是蜘蛛。
So she realized the real fear is not the spider, it's something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, to the audience. My goodness, that took us about an hour. And I tell people it shouldn't take more than 1 minute to get rid of fear. But Ms. Zia's case is very unique, extremely unique, mind you. You know, the other negative emotion towards people is taking her a bit of time as well. So the way that her mind processes things, it's very deep, and she connects a lot of things So that's, and by the way, Miss Za's case, it is so rare. Out of over 1,000 people I prayed for, she's the first one that is anything like this. So it's extremely rare.
你听懂了吗？听懂了吗？
我听懂了，听懂了。我想给牧师一个回应，就是说，其实，我长大的过程，生下来长大的过程当中，父母基本没有给过我什么保护，就是好像就是在我很小的时候，就好像我周围的人可以任意的对我来做任何事情，没有人来保护我，我自己也没有能力去反抗。
是，好，我给你翻译。So she just
Okay.
said basically the main reason is that ever since she's growing up, there's no boundary to protect her. She didn't have the line, the mom and dad. It seems like everybody can do anything they want to do to her. She just becomes so helpless. She cannot defend herself. Yeah.
I understand. I prayed for one of my worst case is a young lady that's been sexually abused 200 times.
Wow.
By so many different people. And her case was really, really bad. The same thing with her brother, because they were involved in the sex trafficking. They were both abused over 200 times. And nobody was there to protect, but it was so much easier for that brother to give it up. So it's not the point, it's not all the bad experience that we go through that will make it harder. It's not because of her bad experience. It's how a person processes things, how willing they are. But in her case, the way she processes things, she connects so many things together. It makes it so much longer. Extremely, I've prayed for people like her situation and some people much worse than her situation, and they let it go much easier. It's a very unique case because her mind connects so many things.
OK，帮你翻译一下，简单翻译一下，就是说，他说你这个是特别的不一样，他从来没有做过，一个人做了1个钟头多了，还是他原来你的问题不是说你的环境这么可怕，环境这么恶劣，因为他也做过其他的人，有一个女的，她祷告了，她曾被性侵犯200多次。可能有更严重的这种例子，他说都比你容易的放掉。这是看我们每个人个人的性格我们个人如何对自己的情绪、对自己的环境的反应的这个过程中间，你的情感你是怎么样去对付的？这个你的对付跟其他人不一样，就在你来说就特别难把它放掉，因为你太多别的事情缠在一起，连在一起了。
Okay.
是的。
But it's okay. You're gonna help
我
her.
说没问题呀。
It's just the way that she is. But I wanted the audience to know this is like, I've never dealt with anyone who's taken so long to let go of something. But it's okay. We're gonna move on. Okay. All right, Miss
Okay.
A, you ready?
Yes.
I renounce
Lord, I renounce
the fear of my sister's health
the fear of my sister's health
and my fear of being sick.
and my fear of being sick.
Lord, forgive me for holding on to those fears.
Lord, forgive me for holding on to those fears.
And I give to you these fears.
And I give to you those fears.
Okay, let's just give that to the Lord. The fear of being sick and of your sister's health.
Okay.
How do you feel?
啊，我没有什么感觉。
Didn't feel anything.
When you think about your sister's health and the fear of sickness, do you still have worries and fears about those things?
应该还有一点，
Just a little bit.
You were able to let go of some, but you still have a little bit?
啊，刚刚讲什么我没太明白。
他说你是不是已经能够丢掉一点，但是还是没有完全丢掉。
对，
Okay. Well, Lord, I want to be completely free.
Lord, I want to be completely free.
I give to you the remaining fear
I give to you the remaining fear,
of being sick
being sick,
and the fear of my sister's health.
and fear of my sister's health.
Okay, let's give that to the Lord.
Okay. 我感觉不到，就在想起我自己的这个身体，还有就我自己对生病的担忧，就我自己对我以后就是可能会生病啊，或者我妹妹身体状况的时候，我感觉不到那种 fear 了，然后头感觉空了一点。
My head is a little empty right now. It's a little better. I cannot feel anything about my sister's health, the health issue, but I was a little more afraid of my own sickness
Yeah,
myself.
Afraid of
yeah,
your sickness. What are you afraid of?
yeah,
你害怕什么？你害怕什么样的疾病？什么样的疾病？
我害怕我不管什么样的疾病，我不能工作的话，我就没法养活自己。
Oh, she's afraid if she gets sick, doesn't matter what kind of sickness, then she cannot go to work, and then she cannot make a living for herself.
Why? When was the first time she had that fear?
你何时的时候，第一次就有这种感觉是什么时候？
就是说不能生病了，不能养活自己的感受吗？
嗯，对，
其实我上学一直都是借钱的，就是一直都是感觉自己没有办法来养活自己，可能是2年前吧，我完全不能工作了。
你生病了吗？那时候？
2年前，
哦，是不是祖上这个毛病？
不是，是因为压力大，然后抑郁症。
抑郁症嘛，就是这个抑郁症。Yeah,
对，
this is 2 years ago. She has the depression, and then she stopped. She can't work anymore, so she stopped working. At that time, she's worried that she cannot make a living.
So I renounce the incident when I was sick or depressed for 2 years or 2 years ago, and I couldn't work.
I renounced the instant I was sick. I was depressed 2 years ago.
Lord, forgive me.
Lord, forgive me.
I don't want those fears anymore.
I don't want those fears
I
anymore.
give them all to you. Okay, give them all to Jesus.
Okay.
How do you feel?
我没有什么明显的感觉，然后我突然想起说，神会供应我的。
I didn't really feel anything, but all of a sudden I thought the Lord's gonna provide for me.
How does that make you feel to know?
那你觉得如何呢？
嗯、我感觉不到这个。其实我现在有另外一个担忧，可能会很搞笑啊，但是很真实。
是什么？
就是我觉得好像花了这么长时间，我都没有把那个对 spider 的那个 fear 拿掉。哎呀，我就觉得好像没有做好，然后会不会？这个是以前的经验啊，就是说，哎，接下来也不，可能牧师也不愿意帮我。就是以前大家都是这么对我的，就
你再
是
说一遍。
那个 fear，就是对 spider 那个 fear 花了很长时间。
哦，你觉得有点这个内欠是吧？歉疚。
我觉得有点觉得很抱歉，然后就觉得好像经验里面就是没有做好，然后
哦，I
牧
see。
师
那你
神会不高兴，
不会。
然后
那你这跟你的那个跟你那有什么关系呢？跟你刚刚讲的害怕不能赚钱，没有人养活你有什么关系呢？
就是这两个是交织在一起的。现在
Oh, now she has a confused another connecting thing. It's not that much that she's afraid she cannot make a living anymore because she heard the Lord said that He's going to provide her. Now she feel guilty that she took her so long to get, kind of still trying to get rid of the spider. Maybe pastor doesn't like it anymore. Maybe you don't want to help her anymore. She said it sounds crazy, but that's what she's thinking.
So
yeah.
Lord, I renounce the guilt
Lord, I renounce the guilt
that I have.
that I have.
I give it to you.
I give it to you.
Okay, you've already told me the guilt. Just give that to the Lord.
Okay.
How do you feel?
那种愧疚感没有那么明显了，
什么感觉？
就是刚刚那种愧疚的感觉没有那么明显。
So the guilt is not as obvious as before. 还有一点吗？
She has other guilt.
还有
对，
别的？
可能是其他的。
Yeah，还有别的 ，Yeah，别的。
Let's deal with some of the other fears first, okay? We'll come back and deal with the other guilt later.
OK，
Okay,
Ms. Zia, you're doing a great job.
thank you.
Thank you for taking so long with the spiders because this makes you, I don't usually remember people's prayer session, but I will never forget this one. Very
Good，
memorable.
永远不会忘记你这个特别的案子。
All right, you ready to continue?
Yes,
I renounce
I renounce
the fear of my future,
fear my future,
the fear of finances,
fear of finance,
and the fear of my future marriage.
fear of my future marriage.
Lord, forgive me for holding on to these fears.
Lord, forgive me for holding on to those fears.
I give the fears to you.
I give the fears to you.
All right. Your future marriage, your finances. All right. What happened?
我感觉我的心里面好像空了一点。
Feel in my heart, it's empty, more emptiness.
Good. To the audience, sometimes when people say the empty, sometimes it might not always mean good, but in her case, it means good because she's been saying that before. So it feels, for her, empty is like a little bit lighter.
Yes.
Okay, so she's mentioned that before. Okay, good. Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
the fear of failure,
the fear of failure,
the fear of how people see me,
the fear of how people see me,
and the fear of being abandoned.
and the fear of being abandoned.
Forgive me for holding on to those fears,
Forgive me for holding on to those fears,
and I give them to you.
and I give them to you.
Okay, what happened?
感觉我的心里空了一点。
It's more empty in her heart.
Good. Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
the fear of ghost,
the fear of ghosts,
the fear of darkness,
the fear of darkness,
the fear of corpse,
and the fear of cold.
Corpse 就是尸体。
Yeah.
the fear that my time will end.
Excuse me?
The fear that my time's going to be end. 我的时间不够了。
Okay.
Lord, I give these fears to you.
Lord, I give these fears to you.
What happened is
Yeah, 我感觉我的头空了好多。
Yeah, there's more empty space in my head. Much lighter in my head.
all right, to the audience. I want you to know, I thought the ghost and darkness and the corpse and her not having enough time would be a bigger issue. I didn't think spider was the bigger issue, but it turned out that spider was the biggest one. And I also want you to know that the last several sets that we did of fear, she was able to let go of them much easier. So that is more of the normal process. It should just go away within like 30 seconds. So the spider, like I said, was very unique, very special. Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce.
Well, let me ask you, is it suicidal thoughts or attempts? Just thoughts?
Yeah, that's thoughts.
Okay. And when you said other sin, education and workability, what does that mean?
我以前认为我的教育背景，就是还有我的工作能力，就是我这个人的价值所在。他们是我生命中最重要的东西。
Oh, okay. So they become like your idols in your life?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So she identifies her own value based on education, work, her ability.
Okay.
Yes.
So I renounce
I renounce
valuing, letting education and my work become my idols.
learning my education and work ability, becoming my idols,
Judging people,
judging people,
and my suicidal thoughts.
and my suicide thoughts.
Forgive me, Lord.
Forgive me, Lord.
And I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
And I give all these sins to you.
And I give all these things.
Okay. Gather all that, give it to Jesus.
Okay.
Okay, how are you doing?
我感觉我的胸膛好像变空了。
Okay. So her chest is loosened up. It's a little more empty.
Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
the guilt that I have,
the guilt I have,
including,
including.
okay, list all the guilt that you have.
Okay. 我觉得我不够好。
I feel I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Yeah.
嗯。还有，我觉得花了3次，然后做意志释放，好像都没有做完，很内疚。
She blamed herself that she spent 3 times here to do the deliverance, and she still hasn't finished. She's kind of like a helpless feeling.
我觉得我也没有把我现在的工作做好。
I haven't complete my job also. I haven't done a good job.
对啊。我觉得，我也没有每天都好好的去读圣经，可能神也不喜悦我这样。
I haven't been reading my Bible every day, so maybe the Lord is not pleased with me either.
有时候我会觉得我现在这么糟糕，是因为我做的一些事情不够好，或者我冒犯了神。
Sometimes I blame myself I have such a mess up life right now. Just it's because I did something wrong, not pleasing the Lord, and I probably, offend God too.
还有就是现在我知道很多人特别关心我，然后想要帮助我。我感觉他们帮助了我以后，我如果要是没有变化没有进步的话，我就觉得很对不起他们。
又负责任了。She said, I just feel that so many people love me, they care for me, they try to help me to get well. If I'm not getting better, now I just feel that guilty.
So Lord, I renounce all those guilt.
Lord, I renounce all those guilt.
Forgive me, Lord,
Forgive me, Lord.
and I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
And I give all those guilts to you.
I give all those guilts to you.
All right, Lindsay, give it all to Jesus.
Okay.
How do you feel?
我感觉我的肚子空了很多。
There's more emptiness in my stomach now, much lighter.
Yes. To the audience, she's making great progress. It's much easier now for her too, by the way. Lord, I renounce
Lord, I renounce
my involvement in
my involvement in
fortune telling,
fortune telling,
horror movies,
horror movies,
vows and curses.
vows and curses.
Do you remember certain vows or curses besides the one down here? Any other vows and curses?
其他的内在誓言吗？就是发誓绝对不要这样，发誓绝对不要那样，或者是希望那个人死掉，或者不是下面已经写了跟下面不一样的。还有没有其他的？
那我理解这个 vows 是不是就是说向着观音，向着这些什么偶像权势的那种许诺那种？
不一定。Is only the vow only towards to the false god, or sometimes toward to myself? Say I swear I will never do this. I swear I will never do that.
Any vows?
Which way?
Any.
Both.
Both.
Both. 两种都有。
两种都有。我没有认识主之前，我有发过誓说我不结婚，因为父母的婚姻太恐惧了。
Okay. Before I know the Lord, I have inner vow to say I do not want to get married because my mother and my father had such a bad marriage, such a horrible experience. 还有呢？
然后，其实我看到一些很糟糕的人的时候，我就会说，我一定不要像他们。
When I see people they're not as good as a good person that I consider. I have swear, so I will never be like that.
我没有信主之前，我也去压力特别大的时候，我也去求过，就是那个其他的神，像中国的菩萨，然后，也之前好像没有信主的时候，为了学业去拜过其他的神。
Okay. Before I know the Lord, I have bowed down to Buddha or any other, other gods to help me with my career, with my education. When I couldn't have any help, that's why I bowed down to those gods before I know Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, Lord, I renounce all those vows
Lord, I renounce all those vows
and worshiping those other gods.
and worshiping other gods.
I give to you
I give to you
all these sins that I've committed against you.
all these things I committed against you.
All right, just give it all to Jesus,
Okay.
including the fortune telling and the horror movies,
Okay.
all of that. What's going on? How do you feel?
感觉如何？
我感觉我的肚子空了很多，然后我的头也空了一点。
Yeah, both my head and my stomach are much lighter, more empty.
I renounce
I renounce
the negative words
the negative words
I receive from others,
I receive from others,
including the ungrateful.
including ungrateful.
Okay, any other negative words?
Yeah.
Anything else that you can think of?
Okay. 我现在的老板说，我做的太慢了，跟不上他们的团队的节奏，要让我退出他们的团队。
你忽然想起这个了。
对。
All of a sudden, I thought of my boss was telling me that I'm too slow. I can't meet their speed in the team.
Anything else?
还有呢？
Okay, let me see. 我很小的时候，大概10来岁左右，我爸爸请一个别的，我妈生病了，然后我爸爸请一个神婆来给我妈看病，然后那个神婆看病不知道怎么就给我们来算命，然后他说我28岁左右，然后会有很大的人生变故，然后其实我一直都特别害怕，以为是说我会被人贩子卖掉。
你会背什么？
我会被人贩子卖掉。
Oh, okay. So she said that when she was young, her mom was sick, so father hired a helper. The helper supposed to be almost like the fortune teller. She just had a fortune telling tours to her, telling her she saw the fortune of her when she turned into 28 years old. Her life's going to be a big change there. So she did not say what change it is. So ZA thought that she is going to be sell out by people, like human trafficking sell out. Not human trafficking, but someone will buy her when she becomes 28 years old.
Okay. Well, I renounce all those words.
Lord, I renounce all those words,
And even the fortunes that were given to me.
it was
Swanmi,
those fortunes.
yeah, even all those fortunes.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was all those fortunes given to me.
I forgive those people. I bless them.
I forgive those people. I bless them.
And I give to you, Lord, all those words.
I give to you, Lord, all those words.
Okay, give it all to Jesus.
Okay.
How do you feel? What's going on?
我感觉我的头变轻了。
Light. Head is very light now.
To the audience, she is doing great. She's making incredible progress. I renounce
I renounce
the disappointment and anger
the disappointment and anger
I have with myself because
I have with myself because uh, 我经常会觉得 是因为自己不够好，所以很多问题都没有解决。
I often feel that I'm not good enough to resolve many issues I have.
我也觉得我自己没有把时间利用好，所以什么事情都是到最后了，踏着那个 deadline 做完。
I cannot manage. I just very often I couldn't manage my time well, so usually I finish my project or anything close to the deadline.
Yeah，尤其是我犯错误、犯错的时候，我就会对自己特别失望。
Especially when I made any mistakes, I will be very frustrated to myself.
Yeah，有的时候我犯错误的时候，我心里有个声音快把我自己骂死了。
Also, I beat myself very heavily. So I would just, blame myself when I made a mistake.
好像有时候觉得我死都不足以弥补我犯的那个错误。
Sometimes I'm so hard on myself, even I die, that it would not be enough to make up the mistakes that I made.
Lord, forgive me.
Lord, forgive me.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
And I give to you all my disappointment and anger.
I give to you all my disappointment and anger.
Give all that to Jesus.
Okay.
How do you feel?
我觉得我的肚子好像空了，然后头变得轻了一点。
The
Okay.
light is, lighter. The head is lighter. The stomach is more empty.
I renounce
I renounce.
my shame and my depression.
Excuse me.
My shame
My sin
and my depression
and my depression.
because
Because
tell us why you have shame and why you were depressed.
uh, 我之前经常会感觉自己做的不够好。
Because I didn't think I I can do better.
嗯，
很多事情我应该那样做就好了，但是我没有那样做。
So many times I think if I do the other way, it would be much better, but I didn't do it that way. It's a little regret, yeah. 有点后悔这样，是吧
Yeah, yeah，
regret.
就是 Yeah， 就如果我那样了，我今天就不会这样。
Yeah, if I choose that way, I wouldn't be like this today.
Yeah.
So Lord, forgive me.
Lord, forgive me.
Forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I give to you
I give to you
all my shame,
all my sin,
all my depressions,
all my depression,
and all my regrets.
and all my regrets.
Okay, give it all to Jesus.
Okay.
How do you feel?
感觉胃或者是肚子轻了一点点。
Stomach is better.
Good. Okay, I'm going to pray for you now to the audience. Moving on, we've finished the list that she has. I'm not 100% sure that we got everything out, but we got a good majority of it out. And we're going to move on to step 3 and 4. Step 3 and 4 should take less than 1 minute. You want to focus on the people with the hate and the fear, any specific soul ties. We've dealt with a couple of soul ties already. The fortune telling, any sexual relationship outside of marriage, any of the abuse. And so, okay. All right, so I'm going to pray for you now, Ms. ZA.
Okay.
In the authority that I have in the name of Jesus, I break all ties and authority that's been given to some of these people through all of the hate and fear, including her father and her mother and her grandmother and cousin Chan and teacher Chang and supervisor Hay and supervisor Wong and the roommates and the sisters and the auntie and the childhood friend, all of these people in the government as well. Lord, I also break the ties that she had with the fortune teller, those words that were given to her. And in Jesus' name, be broken. And I cast out all impure spirit from my sister ZA. So ZA, be free in Jesus' name. All right, so that completes step 3 and step 4. Now we move on to step 5. As you have heard, to the audience, she's mentioned a lot about feeling not good enough. Ms. ZA, I'm going to ask the Lord a couple of questions, and I want you to just report back what you see, sense, hear, or feel. Okay? Close your eyes.
Okay.
Lord, is it true that Ms. ZA is not good enough? What do you want her to know about that? Is it true that she's not good enough? And whatever you sense, see, hear, or feel, just share it with me. Did you get anything?
没有感觉到什么明显的。
不是你问这句话的时候，神没有跟你说你好或者不好吗？你没有回答你吗？
我没有明显的听到。
神哦 she said she hasn't heard from the Lord.
Do you can you still feel this feeling that you're not good enough?
你还是觉得你还是不够好吗？
有时候还是会感觉到这样子。
现在
No.
现在
It's good, it's good. Can you go back to a memory in the past, maybe when you were a little girl, when you felt not good enough?
Yeah.
Tell me about that memory.
就是当我爸爸妈妈吵架的时候，我就会觉得，可能是因为我不够好，所以爸爸妈妈才这样子吵架。
So when she was a child, when the parents fights, they don't get along, she usually blame on herself because of she's not good enough. That's why they fight.
So were you angry at yourself or disappointed with yourself?
对，有对自己失望吧。
She disappointed to herself.
So I renounce
还有别的可以是一起还是分开？
可以啊，你还有什么？
就是尤其是我知道我爸爸有婚外情，可能会领着那个女的走的时候，我就会觉得是我自己不够好。如果我要是足够好的话，我爸爸就会看到我，就不会领着那个女的要走，好像我不管。
Well, she blamed herself that even when her father has another woman, he's leaving them to go with the other woman. She thought because she's not good enough, that's why her father does this. If she is better, he will not leave her.
Lord
然
forgive.
后我外婆特别疼我，但是她后来是被冻死的。我就觉得，如果我再有能力一点，再好一点，我就可以照顾她，她就不会被冻死。
所以你妈妈的妈妈是吧？
对，
My mother's mother, my grandma, loves me the most. So, but then nobody takes care of her. She was freezed to death in the winter. So I feel guilty that I didn't have a ability to come to take care of her and to save her.
然后当我前男朋友对我特别冷漠的时候，我就觉得，后来我们分手了，那个时候我也会觉得，是因为我自己不够好，很多事情没有做好，所以他才会跟我分开。
So even when I make friends, when my friends left me, I always blame on myself that because I'm not good enough. That's why she left me.
Okay. Lord,
Lord,
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Lord, thank you for forgiving me.
Excuse me, the
Thank you for forgiving me.
for,
Thank you for forgiving me, God. Yeah.
yeah, thank you for forgiving me.
I give to you
I give to you
my guilt and my disappointment towards myself.
my guilt and disappointment toward myself.
And I forgive those people as well.
I forgive those people as well.
Okay. Gather all your disappointment and guilt and give it to the Lord.
Okay.
And what do you sense, see, hear, or feel?
Wait for a second.我感觉我的头松了一点点。
A little better in my head, a little lighter.
Good. Now we're going to ask the Lord a question and just report
Okay.
back what you sense, see, hear, or feel.
Okay.
Lord, is it true that Miss ZA is not good enough? What do you want her to know about that? To the audience, if she cannot hear from the Lord in step 5 with one of the root lies, the reason she can't is because she has past memories where she felt that lie is true. So if it's not good enough, then in a past memory where she felt not good enough, go back to the past memories, look at the negative emotions in the memories or sin, deal with it, and she should be able to hear easily from the Lord. If she can't, that means there are other memories. That's all it is. Okay, did you get anything, Miss ZA?
听到神跟你说什么吗？有没有说？
其实我没有清楚的听到神说什么，然后就是我突然脑子里有说，我一直都是work hard 的那种，心里面会有一种，心里面有一种不一样的感觉进来，就是好像有一点平安，但是比较微弱。
Okay, she said that even she didn't hear clearly from the Lord, but at least she feel a little more peaceful. And she also thought of herself as a good person who worked very hard.
She's making progress, But she should be able to hear. I expect every person to be able to hear from the Lord easily. Because when you remove stone, you should be able to experience the Lord. You should be able to see God. You should, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5:8 tells us that. So we just have maybe just a few more stones. Do you have any other memory where you felt not good enough?
还有其他的记忆吗？记忆中还有不好的记忆，使得你觉得不够自己好吗？自己不够好吗？
有就是我爸爸，他没有钱，就是说让我去很好的学校，然后总是说我只要是好学生，不管我在哪个地方，然后我都是可以跟其他地方的学生的成绩去比的，所以当我没，其实去比的时候根本没有可比性，当我没有人家成绩好的时候，我好像就接受了我爸爸说的这个，只要我好，我我我好像就是那种可以超越环境的，在一个很差的环境，然后跟教育条件很好的地方的孩子去比成绩，就觉得是我自己没有比过他们，就是因为我自己不够好。
She actually is an excellent student. She's much better, but her father did not make her feel that way. And then just that if you are good enough, any school you go to be okay. So make her feel that she's probably not good enough to compete with a local or any other better student.
So I renounce the words.
还有其他的。
Okay, more.
因为我现在是重度抑郁，所以没有办法正常工作。但是我这个工作博后合同马上就要到期了，我还没有完成他要求的工作。我就很着急，就觉得，哎呀，自己又没有做好。你先翻这个，我们是不是太长了？
Okay, 没关系。她说 she said because of her depression she couldn't work, and then her contract has an expectation that she finishes certain things by certain time, and she so far she couldn't do it. Then she feel herself not good enough.
然后前几天我去一个大学去应聘工作，然后那个老师本来答应要我了，但是后来我等不到他的具体消息，再跟他联系的时候，他说我这博后3年没有任何文章，就觉得我这3年没有好好做。我自己其实很难过，也很内疚吧，就觉得自己这3年真的是没有好好做，但是我也知道我没有办法做了，我是生病。
So yeah, because she hasn't been producing anything during this, she doesn't have anything on her resume to tell people what she did for the recent 3 years. So when she went for an interview last time, most recently to a university, and the person who interviewed her almost trying to offer her a job, but she didn't say yes or no. So ZA did not get any answer, but then she inquired about it, and that person said, well, you haven't really had any production during the 3 years. So now she feels she's not good enough. It's not because she's not good enough, it's because she's sick.
Okay. So Lord,
Lord,
I renounce
I renounce
all those disappointments,
all those disappointments.
and I give them all to you.
I give them all to you.
I forgive all those people,
I forgive all those people,
including my father.
including my father.
Okay. So I want you to just gather all of that up, all the disappointments you have towards yourself and what those people said, and just give it all to Jesus.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Wait for a second.我感觉我的肚子有变化，但是我说不出来是一种什么样的变化。
Okay. I feel there's some change in my stomach, but I can't tell you what kind of change.
How do you feel? Better or worse?
感觉好一点还是不好？
不是坏的感觉，但是我也说不出那种好的感觉是具体是什么样的。
I'm not sure. It's not very bad, but I can't say it's good or not.
Lord, is it do you still feel not good enough?
啊、
To the audience, we're so close to finishing up with her. And sometimes you don't know if they get stuck at something because we still have to deal with the lies of helpless and hopeless. And then step 6, once we get through step 5, she can hear from the Lord. We should be able to ask the Lord any question that she has. And as long as she got rid of those major stones. So we're so close, and it's already 10:30 Houston time. So I know
OK，
this is getting a little bit late for a couple of us, but she's doing so well. I wanted to see if I can help her finish it, but we'll see. Let's see if she can go just a little bit longer. Okay. Do you still feel not good enough, Ms. Zia?
我
You have a memory where you feel not good enough?
OK，
你还是觉得自己不够好吗？
好像现在找不到那种觉得自己不够好的，感觉不到自己现在感觉不到自己不够好。
Okay. Well, let me ask the Lord a question.
OK，
Lord, is it true that Ms. Zia is not good enough? What do you want her to know about that? And just report back what you see, sense, hear, or feel.
OK。
Did you get anything?
我没有听到什么。
Do you feel anything? Do you sense anything? Or see anything, even if you don't hear anything?
感觉如何？
我没有听到什么，也没有看到什么。然后我在很认真的想要听到什么，但是没有。
OK， 那有什么感觉？心里有没有感觉好一点？没有感觉自己很自卑、自怜、自责，有没有
这些没有。
？OK， 所以 Are you good enough？ 神没有跟你说你是好孩子，你是好，你什么都是好，没有跟你说吗？
没有没有。
OK。She didn't feel anything. She didn't hear anything.
Do you still have any disappointment towards God?
失望的话我也说不出来，我就是有个问题，其实一直在我心里面。Yeah.
A question for God.
Yeah, question for God， 就是我想问他是真的爱我吗？
She said, I want to ask the Lord, do you really love me?
我自己以前也问过很多次，然后一直也没有答案。
I asked many times. I didn't feel that I have answer.
Why would you ask God that question? Were you disappointed with him? Were you frustrated with him? Why did you ask that question?
应该是，我很不明白，也不能理解，就是为什么我会经历遭遇这些事情，然后我也不明白我所看到的，别人遭遇的那些黑暗和不公。
So were you a little bit angry of God
他
because
问你，对神有没有生气或者失望
有过。
？It used to be. 现在呢？
no. Back in those memories when you were asking the question, back in those memories, you was disappointed and angry with God, right?
OK。
Yes, is that correct?
这个是问我还是什么意思？
问你呀，你曾经对神，你以前曾经对神失望过。
Yes.
Okay, we have to renounce it to the audience. You know, when she asked the Lord, what was the question? Do you love me? Or what was
You love me, yes.
You love me. That gives you a clue that, you know, there was some disappointment or anger with God because she felt like God didn't love her. And she said she doesn't feel that way towards God, but in the past memory she did. So let's get rid of the disappointment and anger of God from the past.
Okay.
I renounce the disappointment and anger that I have with God.
The disappointment and anger I have with God.
And I give all that to you, Lord.
I give all that to you, Lord.
Okay, you've already shared with us a little while ago why in Chinese, so just gather it up and give it to the Lord.
Okay.
All right, are you able to do that?
Yes.
How do you feel?
感觉我的心脏附近的地方空了。
Around her heart, yeah, it's lighter.
Okay, let's ask the Lord one more question. Close your eyes.
Okay.
What is it true that ZA is not good enough? What do you want her to know about that? Report back what you see, sense, hear, or feel. What did you get? Anything?
Oh no.
What are you getting? What are you sensing, feeling, seeing?
我没有看到什么，也没有听到什么，也没有什么特别明显的感觉。我一直在，就是在很认真的去想，我也很想听到神对我说什么，因为我从来没有，我没有很清楚的听到过，或者很明白的听到过。
Okay.
He said, I haven't, yeah, I did not feel anything. I did not hear anything, but I sense myself very seriously, intentively listen to the Lord because I have not been able to hear from him. I didn't have that experience. So I'm very seriously waiting to hear from him.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to stop here. It's getting a little bit late. We've been
Okay.
for a little while. She's done extremely well. She's got amazing breakthrough. And for us to get down to step 5, she's feeling so much better. And I expect every person to be able to hear from God very easily. Now, I do want to say Ms. Zia is a very special person. Like I said, I've never prayed for somebody like Ms. Zia before. I said she's in the 30% range. Well, she's in the top 30% range, not just within 30%, but she's in the top 30% range. She's probably number 1 in that 30% range. So she did an amazing job. I expect her to be able to hear from the Lord in terms of her not being good enough. So it just tells me that there's something else. If you notice that, she couldn't hear, so we dealt with the disappointment towards herself. And she went back to memories and a few other memories, and we got rid of those. And she said she felt a little bit better. She doesn't feel that not good enough anymore, but she still couldn't hear from the Lord. So I said, were you disappointed, angry with God? Yes, in the past. So we got rid of that. She still can't hear. So that just means there's something else that's holding it, some sort of stone, something. Maybe it's a negative word, but it's rooted in some sort of past memory. Maybe a vow, maybe a curse, maybe, but usually it's some sort of disappointment towards self, or somebody saying she's not good enough that she kept in her heart. So it's something else that hasn't surfaced yet. The unique thing about Miss ZA is that in some of these areas, they're very much connected and they get kind of deep. And you just have to keep digging and digging and digging, and eventually they come out. But she has the answer. And she's made amazing progress. Okay, I'm gonna do one more session with her because I know she's gonna be able to finish it up and be able to hear from the Lord. The thing is, I don't know when to do that. Let me see. I was trying to look at my calendar here. Um, Tuesday. We can't Wednesday. So I am not sure when we're going to do it. But here's what I'm going to do. What we're going to do is we'll find a time outside that will work. And we don't need to do another live demonstration, but we'll videotape it. And if you want to watch the last demo of it, we'll have it videotaped with a smaller group of people, and you can watch it. And I expect for her to be able to hear from the Lord very easily. She could have something else that is a little bit deep-rooted. This particular demonstration, it's not an easy demonstration. You know, if you're new at it, it would take quite a bit of time to process it. And even if you're experienced with it, it takes a little bit of time. And eventually, you know, we make progress and we make progress and we make progress, and you got to be patient. But the good news is that very few people should be like this. There are some, but it should be few. Most people should be very easy. All right. Whew, my goodness, that was an incredible session. And a lot of you stayed on to the very end. So what I'm going to do is, okay, you can unmute yourself. And she did make amazing progress. Okay, a question from Rachel. Do we handle suicidal thoughts and attempt differently? Do you ask when and why? No need to ask why. No need to ask when. Just renounce the suicidal thoughts and attempt. You really know why, because, you know, usually when a person attempts suicide, it's because of hate. They hate themselves, they hate mom and dad. That's why they attempt suicide. Usually it's the hate towards themselves. So in the sin area, you don't really need to ask detail too much, actually. If you notice, I don't write any details. And the notes that I would keep in my, if I was taking notes, this is what my notes would look like. Just checks and names and anger and these things. I don't write many notes. This is a good note for me, except the handwriting. Of course, my handwriting is just a little bit better. But other than that, it's just the notes. You don't need to write much notes, much detail. Okay. So, okay. And Ms. ZA, there's different people that will be praying for you. And, but you guys have seen the demonstration, demo 1 and demo 2. We have step 6 and step 7 and step 8 in those demos. And I will do a private session with her with a couple of people when we can schedule a time, and we'll have it recorded and we'll put it up there for you guys if you want to see it finished. I just don't know when that's going to be just yet. Whew. Well, I'm going to stop the recording. Let me see.